This is what I gotta work with. Anyways, tonight in the studio we got John,
Yes, sir.
we got V,
Yo, what's up?
and we got Jambi. Yo, hey. All right, so like it's been like it's been sort of a
Trying to get the energy up.
yeah, it's been kind of a weird week in the world, hasn't it? Like shoot, I don't know where to begin.
Don't say shoot.
Crack the bottle by the mic, yo.
Sorry about that. No, it'll get it from there. But yeah.
You know that shooting happened yesterday?
I mean,
my God.
the thing is, there's no avoiding. That's what I was wanted to say yesterday. There's no avoiding. You know, we can't avoid not talking about it.
I mean, the week was pretty good, and then, you know, that shit happened.
Yeah, yesterday actually.
On Valentine's Day.
I'm predicting they'll probably call it a Valentine's Day massacre or something stupid.
Yeah.
Well, now you're talking about the actual Valentine's Day massacre, which is something that like they gave a name to.
Did they
Yeah,
already?
that's like a
well,
thing.
That's already.
I think it's the Saint
surprised.
Valentine's Day massacre. People, whoever's listening to this, will know the Saint Valentine's Day. Or I know it's something to do with Valentine's Day massacre. I've heard that before. That is a thing.
I only saw the headline. Actually, my dad, he went to church. I don't know if you guys know Ash Wednesday was yesterday.
Right.
Okay.
And then he just came back with fucking ashes on his head telling me, did you hear about the shooting in Florida?
Straight from the blessings, man.
I mean, if you go to church,
Blessings,
the priest and shit, they talk about current events too. So
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
to church
I
was
was
kind of
in
like,
the sermon.
yeah.
Now, I mean, okay, so there was a lot of little news articles coming out, but I mean, I guess the one I really want to talk about is the one where Donald Trump is sort of, he wants to put it on as a mental health issue. I mean, okay, look, we're going to have a lot of viewpoints, and I want to just reiterate that this is a Canadian podcast. We're going to have our bias. Donald Trump is saying it's not a gun problem, it's a mental health problem. But when I was going through the article, there was a bill or something. He repealed one of Obama's bills last year, November, that makes it easier for people in the States to obtain firearms.
Including people with mental illnesses.
Yeah, people with mental illnesses.
Why? Why would you do that?
Why? That's a whole other...
Well, I think because there are lobbyists that are part of the U.S. government that are also heavily invested in the NRA, where they're like actually officials that work alongside Donald Trump that are
Right.
in the government, that are working in the government. Like they have a conflict of interest, yet somehow it subverts being put on paper. And also there are lobbyists too. Like
Yeah.
the NRA will funnel
Yeah.
huge amounts of money to Donald Trump's campaign, like during his election, obviously, and then also throughout the course of his term there. They're going to be just, it's almost like bribery, but it's, you know, it's just lobbying. That's all it is. It's in the name of lobbying, which is really just...
So, do you know the details? Like, who did this? What kind of dude? I'm assuming it's a guy.
Yeah, his name is...
No, let's not even talk about his name. Man. Fuck
Anyway.
glorifying this motherfucker.
Yeah, anyways, yeah, shoot, man.
Male,
19-year-old ex-white
Caucasian.
male.
19?
Yeah, 19, man.
He, or 17, I think. Oh, no, 17, no, I think you're right, 17
He
is
was
the
19
count.
years old, yeah.
The thing is, what they were saying about this kid is that he's been in trouble with the school. He's threatened other students from like a year ago and all kinds of stuff.
So he shot up his own high school.
Yeah, it's
So he's a bitch nigga.
premeditated murder.
So it's like
pretty
a
much.
Columbine type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like,
like
it's the
it's-
Columbine type part 2, man.
In- Actually, yeah, when I was going through other news articles, they're saying
it's formulaic.
in America right now, they've had 8 school shootings this year. Yeah, yeah, and it's
Call of Duty for these man.
It's only February, so I mean, we can't really elaborate on this too much because the story just happened, and
Mans are so shook by the story. Jam is behind the curtain.
yeah, Jam left the studio.
Doing Audio Technica full stuff.
Oh, okay.
Audio Technica.
As long as it's for the greater good of the podcast.
Made that name up on the fly.
It is.
Audio Technica is a brand.
Yeah, it's a brand. Oh wait. Anyway.
Hello. But yeah, man, you know what? Like, rest in peace to all the
Yeah,
the victims and like shouts to all the families.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
If it's real, I'm just joking. I'm playing now. Because I know the conspiracy theorists out there are like, no, man, is this even real? Like, how do you even know Sandy Hook happened?
The people were there. People are.
Yeah, people are going nuts.
Like-
but yeah, man, honestly, like, you know, at the end of it all, condolences to everyone that went through something like that. I mean,
Yeah,
I could never imagine go through something like that. Like, you'd always think. I think how young were we? When
Just
Columbine
imagine,
happened?
like, you know, we were at Pearson and some guy just fucking came and shot up the place, which did happen. Not while we were there. I think in like 2000, 2001.
Oh, right
2002,
before we went.
there was a talent show at Pearson,
That happened at our local high school.
and
I didn't hear about that.
guys got shot on the ramp or like when you enter the school.
Yeah.
There's videos of it on YouTube.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Shit. Really? Like, we could pull that up?
There's a video of it on YouTube.
Damn.
It's like 10, 15 minutes long. They show all the cops pulling up to the school and everything.
Yeah.
So in the video,
didn't hear about this.
the person's filming the talent show, and then you hear the gunshots like in the back.
Yeah.
Because they're in the, remember where the calf was?
Yeah.
And the stage and shit. And then you hear the gunshots like from the lobby.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this was in 2001.
Around there. I can't remember when.
Was this before or after Columbine?
Columbine happened in the 90s, I think.
In the 90s?
Or like
No way.
98, 99 or some shit.
Yeah. For people who don't know Pearson, it's a high school in Scarborough, Malvern.
Scarborough, Ontario.
What, Tapscott and Finch, Nielsen and Finch.
Malvern, Ontario.
No one knows who the fuck Malvern is.
Right across
No, no,
Malvern
Malvern.
Mall.
Malvern, Ontario.
Malvern.
Malvern,
Is that how we
Ontario.
show up
Put
on
it on
the
the
map?
map.
Malvern,
No
Ontario?
way.
Nah.
If you Google Malvern,
Bro, if you try
it'll show up.
to tag Malvern in Facebook, they tag the Great Malvern in like Ireland or some next shit. You can never trust me. Bear Malvern man's been trying to do it, and it always ends up being the Great Malvern. They think it's cool to be from the fucking Great. No, bro, it's like in Ireland, bro. It's not the same place.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was my Malvern tag, man.
Malvern.
Melbourne.
Yes.
But yeah, man, like Trump's trying to make it like a mental health issue to kind of take away from the whole fact that like guns are a problem in America, and it's just so played out now. It's like, how do we don't even react to it anymore, you know? Like we're so like sensitive to American news and like
Yeah, like,
That's, what
I don't even know what to say about it. Like,
yeah,
honestly,
it's like,
just
oh, another, you know, I hate to say it, but it's like, oh, another shooting.
Tell
I mean,
me-
that's
Tell me a news story where the guns have been used and the outcome was positive.
right.
yeah.
You know, what positive outcome comes from using a firearm? I mean, unless it's a self-defense story, and even then, it's like, did the life have to be lost? Did that person have to
Yo,
be killed?
speaking of that, this whole Canadian case in I think it's Saskatchewan
Right.
about this kid Bushi
Mm-hmm.
who got killed because him and his friends were like driving.
It's the first time I'm hearing of
The
this.
story is like him and his friends were driving. Their car broke down, so they went on to a farm, and allegedly, I think they tried to steal a vehicle from the farm, and that's when the owner approached them, and the guy shot the kid in the head,
Yeah.
shit.
He
And
was
killed him.
indigenous too.
and he was acquitted.
Yeah.
So he got
The
away scot free.
basically got acquitted for
'Cause he was
The
like-
kid was native.
Protecting his property.
Yeah.
or
The
whatever.
kid was native, and the farmer was like white.
Yeah.
So they're trying to like spin it with like a racial thing, but there's like there's an
Where was
uproar.
this? Calgary?
No, in
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan, I think.
Saskatchewan.
Bushi, yeah, look that up if you guys aren't familiar. That's like crazy in Canadian.
Bushi is the town name, or?
Bushi is the victim, the guy, the kid who was shot.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not sure what the other dude's name was, but yeah, man. Speaking of that, I mean, it's still not a positive outcome, and you know, there's two stances, right? Because some people are like, well, the kid shouldn't have been on the guy's property trying to steal his shit, and then on the other hand, it's like, you know, you didn't have to kill the kid, right?
But let me just chime in on this one. When it comes to I don't know, using a firearm and like weighing out the outcome, like whether it's positive or negative, I think like to the pro gun people, like they in their mind figure that everything is a positive outcome once using a firearm in defense.
yeah,
Right? They look at it as like, you know, like it's in the movies. Like you're going in there, you're fucking Rambo, you're taking out all the enemies, right?
right.
Everybody they see that, you know, poses some sort of a threat to them and they get to use their firearm is
Yeah.
the enemy. Once they take down the enemy, that's like a positive outcome for them.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like on, you know, the non-supporting gun
Right. I see
side,
that,
it's
yeah.
like the opposite, right? people. Oh yeah, it's how you. It's the perception of it. Like
But you don't need a gun if the other man doesn't have a gun.
yeah,
So if no one has guns, you're fine.
yeah, exactly.
Walk around. What happened to the base bat? Shout out Suppressor.
Oh, yo, walk around with the bass bat. That has shit, way more hits.
Well, actually,
That has way more hits than a bass bat.
that's a bad reference because in that song he's talking about.
Having a shotgun.
Yeah.
Preferably over a bass bat.
Yeah.
Shout out Suppressa. Suppressa, bass bat. Song's sick.
But like, yeah, I mean, what was the worst that could have happened in that situation? The kid steals the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
well, he was acquitted, and now, you know. So, I mean, we have our share of gun stories, too, all right? We got... But yeah, I mean, again, rest in peace to everyone who died. My
it's
condolences
a
to the
very
families,
unfortunate. I
Yeah,
think
man.
last year in the States they had like I don't even know, man.
The Vegas shooting.
Yeah, I feel like,
Like,
every week you were.
You know,
hearing
like I
about
feel
it.
like people have forgot about that, but that shit was like huge.
People forgot about the Vegas shooting,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
It's crazy. It's like
After like 2-3 weeks,
It's like rap
it's
albums
over.
now.
It's over.
It's like a rap album.
Yo,
That's it.
it's so crazy. The hype dies down.
Mhm.
The hype, right? There's-
And yeah, no one remembers.
Media hype.
Like nothing gets done.
On to the next story, you know what I mean?
I think the news is like monumental though in kind of making those problems like become washed. Like, you know, it's the media that's doing that versus
At the same time, I
because if
mean,
the media didn't report on certain shootings, you just never know.
yeah,
Right?
at
That's
the
your
same
only outlet.
same time, you don't want to you don't want to be thinking about that shit all the time. Like I feel like it's killing my vibe just thinking about it right now.
Yeah, it is.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
It's why I didn't. Yeah, we don't have to
You just start with this, but I
oversaturate.
mean, like,
Yeah.
it just, you know, you have to, you would listen, like, it happened, it kind of rocked, right? Anything monumental like that is, like, it rocks us, too.
But you
so-
gotta move on, man.
Yeah, for sure, and we should probably move from
Yeah, let's
stuff.
talk about some positive shit.
Well, did anybody have anything special yesterday? Valentine's Day?
Oh, shit. Valentine's scam.
Scam? Yeah. what's
Valentine's
going
Day
on?
scam.
What's with this
Valentine's
We're not gonna box the dude who's involved into a corner, okay? I am not elaborating on this.
Well,
Every- single.
That's
we
your
need a-
day,
We need a
V-Day.
single
Yeah,
man's
V-
point of view.
V-Day, did you have a good Valentine's Day?
V-Day.
Yo, Hoop, you have the spotlight, right?
Who?
Yo, shine it up.
Yeah, that's what I said. Did-
A little light will help you. I did my thing. I just got a little bit of surf, a little bit of turf. You know what I mean?
That wave emoji, right?
You know what I mean? That's it.
Or those-
Surf and the turf.
Those water drop. That water drop.
You know, I need some crab fried rice. Shout out to Kanji Town.
Pepper, shrimp.
Oh, you went to Kanji
I will
Town
tell you though, there was so much traffic on the road. Like it was like
just because
you could tell. No, you could tell that's why there was traffic. Because it's Valentine's Day,
people are
and
just
like
fucking out.
everyone gets off at 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just like jam packed.
If you want to see all the washed couples, go
Right.
out on
That's what it is.
Valentine's.
Every man driving. It was only men driving. No, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna talk shit. But
What about-
every dude in the car.
What
I would
about the
say.
lesbian couples?
Sweating.
Two
Yeah.
girls driving. They're
Two
probably
girls, one
just
car.
scissoring at home.
I feel you. Okay,
Okay,
lesbian
wow.
and gay couples
Alright.
in Scarborough though. In like a
Lesbians know what's up, man.
Shout outs.
I hope they didn't fast forward to that part.
John quotes from Millennial Hipsters.
Lesbians know what's up. Man.
All this shit is gonna be taken out of context when
Absolutely.
I become prime minister.
Oh, nice.
Oh, shit.
Nice. You do need a kind of dirt mixtape on yourself.
Yeah.
Yo, the next prime minister will have a mixtape like in his past. Whoever gets
The prime minister now might as well have a mixtape. He
John
probably
Justin
like Justin
Trudeau?
Trudeau's like lit as fuck
He
right
has a
now.
striptease tape.
There it is, man.
Yeah.
The one they tried to pin on him, that scandal.
He's like being a young boy out here. No one likes what he does. He just gets
Yeah.
shit on for everything.
Did
Everything.
you see that video of him falling down the stairs?
Actually, no.
Oh no.
Well, maybe you
Well,
could send that.
that went viral.
That sounds
But
drugs.
I guess.
Like Meek Mill falling down the
And
stairs.
after he fell
Yeah,
down, he
yeah.
just got back up because he's just like 20 years old and he doesn't
So
give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit, guess I fell down the stairs. All right, time to run the country.
Yeah.
Justin Trudeau, bitch. But yeah, man. But yeah, Valentine's Day, bro. It was sick. Whatever. I
Yeah.
mean, we opted out of not going somewhere fancy and went to somewhere like, you know, locale.
Yeah, that's what's up,
Kanji
man.
Town. Kanji Queen. Oh no, wait, it wasn't
Town.
Queen. It was town. It was town. The town is a
Town's
little
They're
bit
separate things, right?
Yeah. Come on, man. We need the single man's take on V-Day.
Okay, what did I do? Fuck. I smoked a whole bunch of weed.
Wow.
and I hung out with Fugo for a little while.
Loved yourselves.
Yeah,
Nice.
It sounds lit.
yeah. I mean, it's simple.
Deserve another day, right?
I deserve another day.
How's it? It's a
Is that what you
fucking scam, bro.
No, I said it's like just another day.
Yeah.
It should be a
I
holiday.
agree, man. The whole scam part.
Look, when I had a girlfriend, I got in trouble for calling it a scam. I didn't want to do nothing.
Yikes.
I mean, oh, fuck. Like,
I feel like some girls feel like you're copping out because with the whole scam thing.
yeah, I mean, I was
The thing
younger.
is, there's so much truth to the whole conspiracy
Bro,
of the scam.
telling
Like,
me
there's so much
Valentine's-
evidence backing it up.
Yes. Like,
It's not just because I don't want to do it. It's just
But you know,
what it is.
a lot of poor guys, whose wifeys aren't giving it up, probably gave it up yesterday.
okay.
You know, those wash married
There's
guys.
so there's a political dynamic to Valentine's Day for sure.
I mean, it's sort of like a just because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not to say
should
all
rock
married
the
people
Casbah.
are washed.
Yeah, not to say all married people are washed, but they are.
But you know, you got like 3 kids, and you know.
You're washed. Forget it. You're fucking washed. Fuck it.
washer.
In a good way, though. In a good way.
But shout out Valentine's Day and and yeah, man.
I was live streaming on Valentine's Day.
Did anyone
It's
throw you
just-
some hearts?
Oh yeah, you were.
It was just Boof, man. It's just me and Boof.
Yeah, you
spent Valentine's Day with
jumps, and I was playing COD.
You should have went to strip club.
On Valentine's
They
Day?
got bear themes up in there. Shit.
Cupid and shit.
Some next shit. The two it's like Valentine's Day date meals. Nah, that would just get it all wrong.
Mm.
Bring your significant other.
2 for 1 special.
Yeah, no. Like I'm not gonna bring my date to strip club on Valentine's Day.
Yo, if your
It may
girl
work.
if your girl was
sick if it worked.
if your girl was down to go to the strip club on Valentine's Day, you know she's a keeper.
There it is.
If you were down
Yo,
to
girls
go,
are down. What do you mean? That's
But on Valentine's Day,
the thing
that-
is, those
that's
girls are gonna
next.
go and sit on their phone and drink a wine and giggle and shit. Whereas dudes just go there
no, but like on Valentine's Day, it's supposed to be all about that
yeah, but then
one,
you gotta behave.
the
is what I'm
one
saying.
girl.
so then what's the fucking point?
That's
of
what I'm
going?
saying. Yeah, you can't
What's the
go
point
there.
of going to
No,
the
you
strip
can't
club
go
with
with
your
your
girl
girl.
Yeah, it's
on Valentine's
That's
Day?
not happening on Valentine's
Maybe a
Day.
first date or something. That would be kind of cool.
First date on Valentine's Day?
I mean, that's whoa, that's crazy. Then you definitely wow.
Nah, that's.
First date
On
I think I opened up a whole new topic.
Yo, try to segue though.
Yeah.
Happy Chinese New Year.
Oh yeah, yes,
Hey,
yes.
Fat
Happy Chinese
Choi.
New Year! Shout out
Gung hei fat
to
choi. Not hung.
all my
Thank
Asian
you,
dudes,
Fat
all my
Choi.
Asian boys.
See, we're learning,
man.
man.
That
That's all.
sounds like something
Girls.
else.
That's what it's about.
So you're the dog.
Shout out to y'all.
So you're the dog.
You're the
DMX. Arr, arr.
Oh shit, you're the dog. DMX.
Best
Right.
album of that year. Whenever that came out.
Year of the Dog? That was one of DMX's albums?
Yeah,
man.
I think it was.
Year of the Dog.
Really?
Yeah.
You're lying. Are you lying?
No.
Oh
Yo,
my
you
God.
should re-release it this year.
Yo, that was one of his last albums that he put out or whatever.
Yikes. Oh no, it was that DMX.
Yeah, it was that
wasn't
one.
It's dark as hell and hell is hot.
Sorry, I keep
Yikes.
changing chairs. I feel like I need to sit in a lazy
Do some
boy.
drugs. I'm trying to get better.
Yo, everybody should be bumping that album right now.
Year
Black
of the
Panther?
Dog. Shout out.
So
Year of the Dog.
Shout out Chinese New Year. Year of the Dog, the album and the year, I guess.
Damn.
Was that
What
album?
was Jin's album name?
It's probably
Chinese New Year?
Year.
Oh.
Oh wow! Shout out to Jin.
Yikes. Like final Kayla.
Alright, yeah, shut up.
I don't even know who Jigs is, but
Yo, Sean Nicholas
Jin,
put it
Jin.
down. Jin.
oh, Jin.
Yeah.
106 in Park, Freestyle Friday.
You look like Tony the Tiger.
I'm about to take a big bite out of your little whack tail. Yo. And then Sean Nicholas actually burned himself into the memories of many minds that took 106 in Park Freestyle Friday seriously because I didn't forget. Listen, Sean Nicholas may have not come out the victor, but I held those lyrics dearly to my heart and soul,
years.
and I never forgot them.
Mhm.
Sean Nicholas, bless up. Yo, I done mess up. Hold on, wait, let me start from the top. Yo, I done mess up. Sean Nicholas, bless up. Any hour again. Like, yo, and then he
Any
just
hour again.
wet. Like, he just. Shout out to Sean Nicholas, yo.
And then the Buju Banton came out of it.
Wow. It's because Wyclef was watching.
Oh yeah. Okay, it's
Yeah,
coming back.
New York, here we call it. Like, he was. nuts. Because Wyclef was there. He had to put on for Wyclef.
Okay, yeah, right,
You know what I mean?
He was auditioning.
Look like I'm about to take a big bite out of you. You look like little.
He's like, yo, fuck this New York accent.
Yeah, yeah. And then he's like, forget dissing Jin. I'm just gonna go off on my next
That video,
career.
that shit slipped my mind. I forgot about that. There was a point in time where I'd watch that at least once a week or something.
I watch it once a week in my head. That's what I'm saying. It sticks with me,
Still,
bro.
he
You
still
don't see
watches
how
it.
like I
Once a week
revisit
in
that. It's nuts. You know what's crazy? I was thinking about this, and we may not have enough time for this, but I was just thinking about just random shows and commercials and shit you just think about from your childhood when they just pop back up in the recesses of your head.
Let's see
You
if
know?
I can access that right
Like
now.
Groundling Marsh and shit. The other day I was thinking about that show.
Growling
It was
Marsh.
it's the shittiest show ever. It came on between like Rocko's Modern Life and Animaniacs, but
Yeah.
it was in there.
I love Rocko's Modern Life.
I know the name, but I don't remember the characters and stuff.
Anyway,
But
that's
Rocko's
like
Modern Life.
The two you mentioned, I remember, but that in between one, I don't remember.
Groundling Marsh. Yeah, man. I don't even know. Shoutouts to like old Treehouse shows. Treehouse wasn't a thing when I was a kid, so
If
they're
I
not
see
even Treehouse.
visuals, I probably remember.
Groundling Marsh was the, it was puppets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like shit. It was like low tier, man.
Yeah. They were just in the swamp or some shit.
It was like- it was like-
really dark and like you couldn't see shit. Like
You know how Oscar the Grouch was in a garbage can? It was his garbage. Was Groundling Marsh. Like, that was
basically.
his
Like, if you took a
garbage.
trip into
Yikes.
the garbage can, like you would see like
You-
these-
in-
this show would be in the garbage.
In his garbage can. In his garbage can.
I feel like Oscar the Grouch was like a city dude though, and Groundling Marsh was like a rural area type swamp, like away from the city.
But they're both waste mans.
nice. Alright, I'll conclude on that.
I like that. I like that.
I like that.
Okay,
Houston.
Let's not revisit
Money.
that.
Nah, wow.
Oh,
Whoa.
deja vu.
Shout out Susan.
Oh man. So
What else is popping right now?
well, okay. So they're talking about the RT again.
Yikes.
Scarborough. When are they not talking about this thing? So I mean, after they've been like assessing it, and for them to like upgrade it, it has to be shut down for a whole year. What do you think about that? RT being shut down for a year?
I'm gonna let you guys get your shit off.
What's the end product that we have to shut it down a year for? More stops further east?
I think that's what they're talking about. They've
Yeah, what are we doing this for? What's the purpose?
They've been talking about expanding it east for years. So the officials are basically talking about it. And they're just releasing this document saying that the estimated cost is at least $3.3 billion to get the subway
3.3 billion?
and like
Jeez.
yeah.
Billion.
The bigger picture, man, that's not a lot, yo.
Is that including, running the extra buses for shutting it down a year and all that stuff?
I think the end point is
I
that
don't
they're
know.
trying to expand it, yo. They wouldn't shut it down for a year unless they were really trying to make moves on it. They've been trying to do this for so long.
Yeah. Rob
You know?
Ford was trying to do this, right?
Yeah, but like
Yes.
even mayors before
Yes.
him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think Tory is like
But I think he made it a point to like really push it. I remember that was his like one of his big agendas.
I think he was just trying to get the Scarborough vote
Yeah.
though, right?
probably. Where is he from? He's not from Scarborough, is he?
Rob Ford.
Yeah.
Rexdale.
Yeah.
He was from Rexdale.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think he's from like the immigrant areas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he kind of
He knows what's up.
He's seen some shit. You
he
can tell he's seen
sympathizes, he
some shit.
sympathizes with us.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, yo, we gotta help these people out on the east. So like that's why I felt like he was for the people
Right.
kind of thing.
Y'all
Where
ever see that
these
video?
motherfuckers don't.
That video on YouTube when he's like exposing like how many discounts and shit he gets, and it's all
No.
paid for by tax dollars. Like, yeah, Rob Ford, he's sitting at a desk and he's just like pulling out bare like
Yeah, I think
discount
so.
cards, and he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, there's tens of thousands of dollars spent on like us having a good time, like pointless things, and where we could be allocating this money like
Oh, shit.
somewhere else.
Was this like a hidden video or like he
No, it's
knew-
on YouTube right now.
No, like he knew he was being recorded or what?
No, I think he was actually trying to just cut down government spending.
So he was just trying to make it a point, like, look at all this.
Look at all the shit we're spending on bullshit. Like, you know,
like
and
this-
what he was
this-
showing us is like perks he'd got.
Yeah.
He'd pull out like discount cards, and it's all
Oh,
like,
yeah,
spendable
yeah.
through tax dollars.
Yeah,
Right?
it's like I don't need this.
I don't
like,
need
this-
to pay for it because it's already being paid for.
Right, but
right?
other politicians wouldn't fucking air themselves out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Like
I
that. It wouldn't
think,
be like, yo, here are all the fucking perks I get. Like, here are the thousands of dollars in perks.
right,
Like,
it's all your money.
Yeah.
and everybody else is like,
But that was a sick video. Watching that, yeah, watching that when I was like younger, I was like, yo, this guy's actually.
That's why all the fucking other politicians were mad at him. Because he's fucking just airing.
Well, aside from the crack smoking, I
okay.
guess.
Oh, yeah.
He's a real one, yo.
He was.
Shout out to Rob for it. R.I.P.
Got enough to get home.
Oh my god, I love that. What would you say about your comments about eating your pussy? Please, I got enough to eat at home.
Thank you.
Yikes. Yeah, like the adjust his tie, like. But yeah, man, no, I think the RT shut down for a year. Do you fuck with RT? Like I used to.
The thing is, like, yeah, I was about to say, like, fuck, it's been a few years at least for me.
Yeah, you don't need it, right?
No,
Fucking smells like ass.
I mean,
At
once,
Midland,
yeah,
only at Midland.
only
Yeah.
at Midland.
Shout outs to Midland smelling like trash.
Yeah.
Well, I know sometimes people just take the bus from like Finch instead of RTing it.
Go to
right?
Kennedy, go straight to.
Yeah. So is it that much?
So they don't have to smell ass.
How much time do you save, or is it more
I'm just-
comfortable?
Man, the RT does need a whole revamp, man. In general, like,
It's such an old system, but it's like it's so like reliable to some people.
Yeah.
It's like such an
Mm.
old reliable dog that needs to die. Honestly.
yeah,
Yeah. You need to put her down.
and then revamp it or something.
Revamp it, yo.
Refurbish.
What else is popping? Friggin' yo, did I didn't see it, but to backtrack back to Valentine's Day, Chris Rock dropped a special on Netflix.
All right.
Yeah, man. So check that out. I haven't watched it yet, but yo, I was kind of watching it like as I was like passing out, and like he's kind of like he's pushing the bar a little bit.
He's back. He's
Yeah,
back.
he's kind of back. He's back.
Well, like-
you know?
Chris Rock hasn't really done anything bad, has he?
No, well, not as of
No.
late.
No allegations against him.
Yeah, he's
That's
clean.
not.
Yeah, man.
No, not. I'm talking about his material.
Oh, his material.
Like,
And that too. That's a good point.
Yeah, because
except New Jack City. I'm just joking. Yeah.
New Jack.
Remember Chris Rock was in that? Was he? He was.
Was he?
He was a crackhead.
Oh yeah, he was.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it.
Uh,
Add that to my watch list.
Go check that out. Speaking of like other black celebrities.
Oh, yeah, no, before we leave that, I want to say that Netflix is probably established itself as like the number one, service with that move. Like if Chris Rock is usually doing what, like HBO or something?
mhm.
That's
HBO
true.
specials?
That's true. Well, they all were, yeah, man. Dave Chappelle too, man.
Yeah, like he's Netflix now, so yeah, Netflix takes the crown.
That's
man.
crazy because Game of Thrones isn't coming back until 2019.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I
So it's like,
missed
who's-
about that.
What are you watching on HBO? Like, what's popping on HBO right now?
I mean, HBO always has quality. A lot of stuff flies under the radar, but it's still quality.
Yeah.
Um,
Is there anything you're watching though? Because I don't even. fuck
I'm
with
not
HBO.
really watching like anything at all right now, to be honest. Like,
True.
not much.
I got podcasts to do. I got work to do.
Yeah. Washed life.
But yo, speaking of that, fucking Black Panther is about to drop. Yo, it's showing right now. I think there's some showings like late at night today, an early showing.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 15th. Yeah.
And then tomorrow it's gonna drop. But yo,
I heard it's hard to get tickets for that shit.
yeah, well,
Um,
opening night.
Yeah, but even like this week, like tickets
yeah?
are just like insanely
It's
hard
probably
to
so,
get.
yeah, probably.
It's one of the best like selling movies like for its opening week.
Yeah,
like,
right,
for
right.
A while now. So
It's crazy how movies are
crazy.
still able to do that.
Yeah.
There's still a lure behind movies, like
Mhm.
box office. It's fucking crazy.
I mean, there are a lot of movie people out there. I'm not. I can't say that I'm a movie person. I would say like shows are getting better than movies these days. Like
Mhm.
I like shows better than movies at this
Mm.
point. But I won't rush out to go see a
But
movie.
it's
Like
e-
I'll fucking wait until.
The movie is again like kind of like an event.
Yeah, I haven't been to a theater in so long. I'm almost starting to consider it, like going to the fucking theater to start seeing movies again because I just haven't been there in so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it is a thing. It's a thing to do. Like your friends, your people. You go out. Maybe you go to eat first and then you see the movie, or other way around. It's an event. It's something to do. Kills a
Yeah.
couple hours.
I fucking fall asleep when it gets so action packed.
Yeah,
It just gets so crazy, and I get so overwhelmed. I just pass out.
Okay,
it's
okay.
crazy, and I fall asleep, and I doze off.
Why do you fall asleep
Let's
at the
talk about
action
this
packed
because,
parts?
like, for me, it's kind of like the same thing. Like, movies don't have the same impact to me
Yeah.
as they used to. I don't know. Even though you'll see a big, shiny, just fucking
Transformers.
yeah, exactly. Like CGI, fucking running across the screen, just in your face, just boom, like oh, yeah.
Two Transformers
I don't
just
know,
running into each
But
other.
that's what you go to the theater for, to see the giant robot cock.
Nice. I go for like thrillers and shit. I go for those like thought-provoking movies.
Suspenseful.
Yeah, like
suspense
thought-provoking
thrillers.
movies. That's what I go for. That's a better experience for me than action movies. I hate watching action movies in the theater. It just gets too crazy for me, and then I just doze off. Especially when I'm drinking. Like, but it's too much to keep track of.
Yeah.
And then I just get
It's
so
way too much
exhausted.
stimulation.
Yeah,
You just
man.
you just pass out.
And I pass out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Why I stopped going to the movies? Because, like passing out isn't really my problem. I just find sitting there for a whole movie. Movies seem kind of long.
It's tough.
And
It's
then,
kind of long.
you know, you snuck a beer in, and then you gotta pee, and you gotta hold that shit in.
Sure.
Yikes! That's so
That's
true.
the worst.
Wow, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So
Do it
bad.
to myself every time.
Yeah, and then you miss the movie. It's not you could then again versus the comfort of your own home. You could pause it, or you could be on your phone.
Yeah.
You know, you could.
Yeah.
They gotta find a way where, like, I don't even know. Maybe we can port it to your phone and use the Wi-Fi thing to have it going while you're pissing, so you can see the fucking movie on your phone
Yeah.
Oh,
in
like,
the washroom,
yeah.
or like have the movie playing in the washroom on the
Yeah.
screen and a TV. You know what I mean?
but that means anybody can walk in.
They
But
up security to prevent that though. There's
they just
some
like
shit.
wrestle you in the fucking urinal. Hey, get the fuck.
Yo,
You didn't pay.
climax! Yo, it's a plot twist! Shit!
Yeah, I like the phone idea. Like, kind of like the Switch.
Maybe.
It's on the big screen, and then once it like detects you leaving, it fucking ports itself to your phone, and you just watch it with one
Having it
hand.
playing in the washroom is less risky than that. Having it playing in the washroom
That's
is
a whole
less risky.
system to play on what anybody that leaves the theater
That's what I'm
is
saying.
gonna
I'm saying.
I gotta know my phone!
How much
That-
fucking
that makes
Wi-Fi?
sure, like, you know, people like pay that get to see it.
It's true.
And people are gonna
that's what I'm trying to think.
record their screens and fucking.
That's not
Oh,
true.
yeah,
Listen,
true,
We're gonna see this
true.
shit. Someone's gonna steal that shit, and we're gonna see that fucking idea later. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Because then you could have another phone live streaming the movie, then it's being recorded on a feed. Like,
No, this is what
Tell
you
you.
do if you're going to the movies. Most likely, I mean, some people do go to the movies alone. That's fine, whatever. But if you're going, you're most likely going with
if you go
another
to the movies
person.
alone, you're a loser. I'm sorry.
Why?
I'm joking. Fuck with
You
you.
never gone to a movie alone?
Oh my god, you go to movies alone?
I've
No, I
never
haven't.
gone.
Call me,
alone.
motherfucker. Like, where are you going to movies?
No,
alone?
I'm saying I haven't gone alone, but I know people who've gone alone.
When I see people alone in the movie theater, I'm just like, fuck.
You could've stayed
Like,
home.
I just like their story like runs in my head. I'm just like, how did they end up here? Like, what happened today? Like, what happened today? I'm just
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm just thinking like what they did.
John's like,
did they
you guys
call
are
up?
hurting our fucking
Did they-
Lone Star moviegoers, alright? I won't
Did
stand
they
for
call
this.
everybody they knew and like no one was picking up, or like was everyone busy or pretending to be busy?
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
Or this guy just like moved here, and, like, and he's the new guy in town, so he has like no friends. Like all these things play in my mind when I see somebody there.
You're covering a lot of bases, though. At least I'd say that.
Yo, what if he wanted to, you know,
'Cause I'm
go,
just like I would.
This is
You would never find me like that.
what if he wanted to go watch 50 Shades of Grey and, you know, have a boner in peace or something?
yikes. Even still, man.
What if you're just fed up with everybody's shit and you just said, "Fuck it, I just want to be by myself and watch
Exactly.
this fucking movie and
Okay.
be quiet."
All right, okay, shout outs. Listen, I respect those. I
Okay,
respect those.
what if it's like a movie that only you like and like no one else likes that shit, but you really want to see it in the theaters? What are you gonna do? Not watch it in the theaters?
like fucking what's that stupid fucking movie? Magical Beasts or some shit.
Yeah, something like
Everyone wanted to go see this shit.
I had
Fantastic creatures.
Fantastic Beasts.
God,
and
what
I
the
don't-
fuck is
I
that?
don't even know what you're talking about, but it sounds
People
whack.
25 years old wanted to go see that, and I was like, what are you doing, man? Ugh. Anyway.
same director as Harry Potter. I think.
Yeah, that's what it was.
everybody's
hyped on it.
I
I don't
think
know.
people were saying it's some kind of. It's about Harry's parents. I didn't see nothing. Man.
The best movie that I think the last sick movie that I saw in theaters was Arrival. That movie was sick.
Arrival. Or
Yeah.
Oh,
was
I
that-
watched that at home. That's a dirty movie, man.
It's a sick movie, especially in theaters, right?
Yeah, but see, like that's like a movie that not a lot of people. If I called you up and be like, "Yo, you want to go see Arrival?" and if you
What
said
are you
no,
talking about? That movie was sick on opening
I'm saying
day.
hypothetical situation.
Fantastic Beasts is a movie like that. That's what I'm talking
Like
about.
Arrival, or
That's a movie no one's gonna want to come with you to go to.
Yeah. I'm not trying to go see that either, so
Right?
fuck that.
Oh my god. Okay. But yo, speaking of Black Panther,
right?
it's coming out tomorrow, and Kendrick Lamar.
That's what we were talking about?
Kendrick Lamar did the. I think he did the main. He's probably got some productional involvement on the soundtrack. And basically, an album came out with this movie, and it's sick. Go check the album out. It's the Black Panther album.
So-
it's sick.
You've listened to the album.
Yeah. Well, I tried to listen to
Front
as
to
much as I
back?
could. Not front to back. No, I've listened to like maybe a third. Like there's probably a third left. Or maybe not like a fourth. Couple of songs I didn't listen to.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, do you listen to the album and go watch the movie? Or do you
Fuck.
watch the movie and then listen to the
I heard the album first, so
I think you should listen to the album
Yeah,
and then go
yeah.
watch
and
the
then
movie.
go watch the
right?
movie. Right?
So then, yeah, I guess that's a good way to do it.
Because in your head, actually, as you're hearing the songs, you're wondering how they're being employed in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As opposed to when you see the movie and you see the song. So then when you listen to the album, you're going to be seeing that scene in your head.
It's just gonna feel like I'm watching Kendrick Lamar's show or something. Honestly,
Yeah, it's like a long music video for
it's
the
like
album.
Kendrick Lamar's everything. That's the only thing I'm thinking about.
This is what it is. If you
Kendrick
listen to
Lamar.
That's it.
if you listen to the album first, the movie is then the music video of the album.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar is the Black Panther. Honestly, I'm gonna say that.
Pretty much, yeah. It's his stance in media these days.
Best Buy's gonna stop selling CDs. Do you guys still fuck with CDs?
You know, I was at Best Buy about a month ago, and
Okay. Okay, what happened? About a month ago.
oh, Christmas time. Yeah, I was trying to buy CDs for my sister. Actually, she likes like physical media and stuff, albums,
That's cool.
and yeah, there was no CD section.
Oh,
In
it
the
was
Best Buy.
already done.
Shit, they're already implementing it.
Yeah.
CDs.
Wow. You know what's crazy? It's like now they're eventually when all CDs are phased out everywhere, there's gonna be like CD heads.
Yeah,
Like
people
you know how there's
collecting
like
CD
CD diggers for
record
vinyls?
heads.
Yeah,
records
it's gonna be
and
like
shit.
CD diggers.
Yeah.
And now the CDs are just gonna be like in a reel. There's not gonna be no jewel case anymore. It's just gonna be like on this huge reel or some shit.
The
Like
thing is, like CDs deteriorate. Some of them deteriorate over time. That's the
yeah.
problem.
The badass quality ones. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
do
like-
do records last longer than CDs?
yeah, I would
Yeah,
say
yeah,
so.
yeah.
If you take care of them, yeah, for sure.
Really? Okay.
Because they're made out of actual like vinyl,
Like a
so
thread.
it's- Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not digital.
Okay.
It's
Sick.
still the pure form of the. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, you know what's crazy? CDs. I don't think there will be CD heads in that case because that's true too. It's like a lower.
I think
quality.
though, like CDs, it's so easy to make because if you really wanted to, you could
You
just.
could burn a CD.
Yeah.
Let's get the audio files on this.
But you
Yeah.
can't make a record like that.
You can't burn a record. Like
Yeah.
you have to actually go to the fucking shop and there's like a fucking press and it presses it down. It starts off as like a little black ball, then it presses it fucking down, and then it like records the fucking music onto it. Like it's a whole process. That's why they're so valuable because it's a big ass process to produce like vinyl records,
Right.
and it's like the highest quality of.
Is it really? So you're telling me a record sounds better than a CD?
Well, like
You
if
can
you have
reproduce the
on a
quality.
technical level, but you probably can't hear it. But like on
No,
a
because
technical level,
when I listen to CDs versus MP3s, like the CDs sound better.
Really?
Like
yeah,
if you-
yeah. CD quality is better than MP3 quality.
Yeah.
yeah. So MP3 quality is internet quality.
Put a CD in your
What
car.
about MP4s?
MP4s are
Now
videos.
no one fucks with MP3 anymore. It's
MP4s are videos.
Really?
MP4.
But
Video files.
MP4 files are the.
Yeah, yeah. There's
standard now.
there's sound.
There's
Sound
audio.
too?
Yeah.
But I'm saying like, if you put a CD in your car, like an album, like an actual album you would have bought from a store or something,
Mhm.
and put it in your car, and you'll see you can hear the difference.
Really, the average listener can hear
Yes.
this. Really?
Yeah.
CD.
I
and
feel like I
MP3.
wouldn't be able to. That's just me.
Yeah.
But also, you can reproduce the sound now off a vinyl with a. I'm not sure if this is true, but with a FLAC, right? Is that the digital equivalent to vinyl like a vinyl quality?
I don't know. Still, but FLAC is very high quality.
Yeah, right.
FLAC is the highest digital.
I feel like it's the
quality.
highest
Highest
quality.
digital quality. Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay.
Getting mad technical and
No,
Yeah,
that's not
no,
really
no,
technical.
no.
That's
Yeah,
like,
not
come on,
really.
that's just
No, that's not technical. What I want to say is that I can't help like seeing all this like physical media like phase out.
Yeah.
I can't help but think like, okay, like when I'm like 90, or like I don't know, say, if I ever get to the age of like 100, right?
Right.
And I own something that's that old, how much value would that hold? Like, if I had like the
So
fucking
you're saying in 2080, 2070?
yeah, whenever, right?
Okay.
How long?
Like,
how old is the
like if I
oldest vinyl?
hold on to like Nas Illmatic like
On vinyl.
You have that on
on
vinyl?
vinyl or something,
You have that on vinyl?
no. But even on CD, even on CD,
I was getting
Oh.
excited. Like,
Where's
your
like looking at my fucking room.
Do you have it though?
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, that's because he's lying to me. No, I don't. So don't go looking for it.
okay.
But even if I had the CD, like 80 years from now, how much would
I
that be
have
worth? And would
Nas-
people be like fucking looking for it and be like, "Yo, that's so sick."
I have Nas Hip Hop Is Dead still in the plastic,
Still in the
actual
plastic.
CD.
Keep that shit.
You didn't open it because you thought it was trash. Not because you wanted to keep it. You valued it.
That is true. But I did end up downloading.
Hip hop is dead.
Yeah, it's good album.
It's in the plastic, right?
Yeah. But the actual hard copies in the plastic. Now, what I want to say is, with the phasing out of CDs and stuff, what you're losing now is the art in the album. In the book, the CD
actual
art.
book.
That's what's
The
gonna
books are
retain.
lit.
That's gonna be
The
valuable.
way the tracks are listed.
Maybe not the actual CD, but the
It's
the
Not the
cover,
jewel case.
the
Not the
booklet.
jewel case. Just the book.
the cover art.
And you know how they have like the little sleeve in the jewel case too?
Yeah.
With the art on it.
And remember how they used to actually design the fucking
The
CD,
back of the CD, yeah.
on the actual
Oh, yeah,
CD.
true.
You
Yeah.
used to have the like
that's
different
what's going
designs
to
on
retain the value, I think,
Right,
more than
right.
the actual music on the
those
CD.
things are elaborate.
The art is what people are going to be looking for.
because like think of like Antique Roadshow, right? And like imagine like you guys had,
Real millennial.
yeah,
Yeah, wow, the real millennial hipsters.
and like somebody
Malvern.
had like their PS4 from like
Mm-hmm.
the year 2013, and you're in the 2080 at this point.
In 10 years,
Would
you're
that be
gonna
on
see.
Antique Roadshow?
In 10 years, you're gonna see dudes wearing Supreme t-shirts on Antique Roadshow. Okay, this is in 10 years, not even
Yeah.
100, bro. There's probably dudes already out there. There's probably hype beasts out there, man. The
Yeah.
real millennial hipsters.
Because people are like, here's my grandfather's watch from 1990.
Not even. Here's my Game Boy, bro.
Yeah,
Here's
exactly.
my Game Boy Advance. There's
Exactly. Here's my Switch.
Here's my
Like,
Discman. Yeah, exactly. Here's
So
my
I'm just thinking like I should just never sell anything. Just keep all
Hoard
my
it.
shit.
You're a hoarder. Don't be a hoarder. Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Just in
Well,
hopes that it'll be on Antique Roadshow one
Yeah,
day.
Yeah, on the
hold on to
topic of hoarding, just quick snippet here. I heard if you have hoarding problems, just take a picture of the thing and then toss it out. Because what you're really holding on to is the memory of the item. So if you take a picture of it, you still have the memory there, and then you can get rid of the item.
True. Yeah. Like if you don't want to.
Mans are just taking this in right now, thinking of something.
I'm just thinking about how much
Taking-
shit I need to throw out.
taking a picture of it?
Yeah.
What if you're like hoarding a fleshlight? Taking a picture will never be as effective as using the damn thing.
Well, it's like a girl, your ex-girl. If you still love her, you're probably whacking off the pictures of her once in a while.
Okay. Wow. Whoa. Excellent discourse. I have no cards. I'm done. I played my ace. I'm good. Fucking crazy. So, hoard your shit. Hold on to your CDs. Hold on to your jewel cases and shit. Because that's it. That's going to be the new vinyl. I don't know. We decided it's not going to be vinyl.
I need to step up my vinyl game. I have one record. Can anyone guess what the one record I have is?
Come and Talk to Me, the single by Casey and JoJo.
No.
It's wishful thinking. I'm sorry.
Okay, guess what record I have on vinyl, and guess where I bought it too.
Oh my god.
Never gonna give you.
You'll
an
never
answer
guess
anyway.
either.
Rick Astley?
You'll never guess either one.
Oh my god, is it Rick Astley?
No, that would be lit.
That would be
That
fucking
would be-
amazing.
That was my guess.
Rick Ashton?
Rick Astley.
Rick
Never
Astley.
gonna give you up,
Rick
okay.
rolled.
let you down.
Young Buck.
Young
On
Buck.
vinyl?
Young Buck. Oh.
Get bug with it. Duh, duh,
Cashville.
That'd be lit too.
Wow.
It's on my fucking Instagram.
It is?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm hardly on. Instagram.
He's upset.
I just
now.
remembered
He's like,
that.
guys, it's on my Instagram. How do you not know?
No, not that I expect you guys to know it.
What would you
Just
Instagram?
throwing you hints.
I was listening to "Pump It Up" by Joe Budden the other day, and it's actually a fucking amazing song.
Yeah.
No, it's because you like Joe Budden.
No, it has nothing to do with that. I swear. It's because I like Joe Budden that I revisited the song. But upon like listening to the song, it's like there's so many cool instruments, just like da da da, like you know what I mean. It gets to you.
It's a hype song.
You know?
Yeah. It's loud.
I need to listen to it again to,
Okay,
to talk about
thank
it.
you. That's all I. Just give it a chance. Okay, but
Yeah,
tell
I'll
us,
give it a
drop
chance.
on
I
us.
give everything a chance.
Drop it on us. What's the fucking vinyl you have?
Yeah, I can't.
Okay, I'll tell you where I bought it.
It's too broad.
Winners.
Okay, wow.
Winners?
Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson Thriller.
No, but I do have that on vinyl. Like
Everyone,
that.
every Sri Lankan person has that fucking thing on vinyl.
Because my dad.
There it is.
Because my
Okay.
dad.
Appa!
Puta Michael Jackson, will you?
I used to jam to that, man. Like in my little tux and my.
Okay, what's the record? Because I want to buy it off you.
I'm not selling it.
Okay, fine.
It's
What
kind of
is
what
it?
the Bible.
I don't even know what it is. I know I'm trying to hold on. They're phasing out CDs. You gotta hold on to it.
I'm
all.
not even gonna tell you. Check my IG. And
Oh,
I'll-
damn. Let them know what your IG is at least.
You're holding your phone in your hand.
No, let our listeners know.
Let your fans know. You
No,
have
if
fans.
you want to find me, find me.
Hey, let us find you. That's a real Scarborough man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a I'm outside, dog.
Yo, give me a
Come outside. Come outside.
Dude's trying to find me like I'm not right here. You know what I'm
Just-
saying?
Just follow at Millennial Hipsters
Shout out
on
to
Instagram, and
And
then
you'll
you'll
find
find John
everybody's
in the
tag.
followers.
Can you play Come Outside right now?
Come outside. Yo, I feel like we missed a whole bunch of shit. Yo, what's up with Quincy Jones?
Oh.
Segues. Quincy Jones came out and is saying that Richard Pryor was gay and shit, that had sex with all these men and all kinds of shit like this. What is this? This is crazy.
Wait, who's Richard Pryor again? I know his name. I don't know. Like,
Richard Pryor was like
He's
one
a
of those-
legendary
comedian.
comedian.
Yeah, legendary comedian. He like
black
influenced.
guy.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
influenced the likes of like Eddie Murphy.
Basically,
Can you
he's the
show me a
reason.
picture of him?
He's the reason why everybody like cusses on stage now. Like nobody used to cuss on stage before him. Richard Pryor.
Bro, you're a real millennial hipster if you don't know who Richard Pryor is.
I know his name.
I know you know who he is.
Show me a
John.
picture. Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Steve Harvey / who.
Oh yeah, he with the with the mustache, Steve Harvey.
Yeah,
He's
you know,
like
I
a skinny
didn't-
Steve Harvey.
I can see how you got that.
Like,
I
if he-
see it now. Yeah.
Imagine him bald. He looks like Steve Harvey.
What's Richard Pryor?
Richard Pryor
fuck Steve
official
Harvey.
account.
Have you ever seen Hear No Evil, See No Evil with Richard Pryor and that other
Yeah,
dude?
yeah,
You
yeah.
remember that movie?
Yeah.
No,
I remember that
fuck.
with the white with the.
The guy, he played Willy Wonka.
with Willy Wonka.
Yeah, the guy who played Willy Wonka,
I
exactly.
forgot
Yeah,
his
yeah, yeah.
friggin' name.
The white dude.
Yeah.
But Richard Pryor is like, look up his stand-up. It's iconic. And for anyone listening, if you
Yeah.
guys don't know Richard Pryor, like
You know,
he's,
that
he's like
movie was
foundational,
funny though.
I gotta check that out.
foundational to stand-up comedy. And
I find as we do this more, like the things I need to check out just keeps growing and growing.
Making a list. On
Thank
my
good,
phone.
bless up long weekend.
oh, long weekend's coming
Oh, that's
up.
right. That's right.
Shit.
Blessed family day.
Family Day Monday. Make sure you spend it with your fam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to Quincy Jones though. He's been saying some crazy shit. I don't know if you guys like read his interview, but he goes into things about who assassinated John F. Kennedy. Like he has the answer, like exactly
Like
who.
he thinks you know.
Like yeah, exactly.
He's doing name dropping. and
Yeah, he's
everything.
name dropping
Mhm.
throughout the entire interview. What else does he say? He's like how the Beatles are the worst band in the fucking world. Like none of them could play their own instruments.
Okay.
He said Michael Jackson stole music.
Michael Jackson stole music,
I
and
think-
how he used to make fun of Michael Jackson for all his plastic surgeries.
Yeah.
And he pretty much worked with Michael Jackson his entire career.
Thriller, like Quincy Jones produced that whole thing,
He
right?
produced Thriller, yeah, and he produced Off the Wall, which has what's that song?
I want
Can't
to-
Stop Till I Get Enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
He did that
so
song.
many hits, man. So many.
Yeah,
hits.
Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones is
did
also listen for a lot of us that maybe didn't listen to Michael Jackson or aren't into like you know like hip hop or any of that stuff, R&B or the music side of it. Quincy Jones is also like monumental in a lot of the things that are popular in pop culture. For example, like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like
Oh,
Quincy
yeah.
Jones
Mhm.
had
Yeah,
his
that's
own
true, yeah.
studios at NBC. He was monumental by a lot of
Oh,
like
yeah.
Yeah,
the
Quincy
predominant
Jones
black
Studios,
shows
yeah.
He
in
was-
the 90s.
Was he like exec producer?
Yeah,
on
he was the
Fresh Prince?
He was the foundational like creator.
That
was
on
his
that
studio,
show,
yeah.
man. Like, so I think you
Yeah,
know,
so more than music. Yeah,
But
I
I
mean,
think
just all around, I think that's why people are taking these allegations so seriously, is because he's such a monumental figure. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and he's saying these things, and you can't just like. People want to pass it off as like senility, like, oh, he's just old and talking shit.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what was running through my mind the whole
But
time.
what I think is that you could say it that way, but another way you could see it is like, you're old, you're about to die.
Mhm.
Let's get these secrets out, because
Yeah.
like, where the fuck else? I'm done.
He's
like,
84.
I'm done my run. What are you gonna do? Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's nothing of mine you can destroy.
Okay, just to play.
And the funny part is the interviewer is just asking normal ass questions, and he's just coming out of left field
volunteering
and
info.
dropping these
Wow.
names, and it has nothing to do with the question.
He's like,
just
yo, this is my interview.
Michael Jackson's gay.
Wow.
Like fucking this guy. Fucking
Insane.
Like, it's just like,
Just
yo,
to play
bro.
devil's advocate, I'm gonna say
Oh man.
Yeah, do it.
he was just so in it before that, and now I don't know what he's up to, but I'm assuming he's not really involved much in this stuff anymore, and he's just being sour.
I guess, but he has nothing to be sour about because he's done. He has a long legacy.
That's what it is.
He's
It's
a
like,
millionaire.
No,
at this
but, like,
point.
what's he got to gain?
We recognize he has a long legacy, but this new generation doesn't know shit about Quincy Jones.
yeah,
Mhm.
but he's not. I don't think he's focusing on being popping right now in the stratosphere of like the pop world. Like he's done all he can do. Like at
Yeah.
84, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like it belongs to the next generation. Right?
But it's like we know that, but he feels like,
He-
yo, I gave so much to this world, and these kids don't even know who I am, and I don't
Oh,
get any
that's
recognition.
Maybe.
that's where you're coming
that
from.
maybe,
Okay.
yeah, I can see that. I can see that too. Fuck it. Well, we'll never know, and that's what that really is.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to hear these things, because it's like the debauchery. It's never come from someone
Yeah.
on the inside. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? It's
He
always
was like the Pharrell of his day.
that's what
I
it
would
is.
say
I'd
that's
say he's
how it
bigger
would-
than Pharrell.
That's how it could. That's how it
Like
would.
Michael Jackson was like a worldwide thing.
Oh yeah, but I'm
saying that Quincy Jones is like the Pharrell of his time.
Like the
right?
nearest person that I would compare him to, like these days,
Quincy
is
Jones.
probably Pharrell.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who's closer
Yeah.
in.
But
in
even
that
still, when
respect.
you put them next to each other, I
They're-
feel
oh,
like
yeah,
Quincy
yeah.
Jones is far.
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Right.
I mean,
But if you ask a kid, he's gonna be like, "Who's
Yeah.
Pharrell? Who's Quincy
who the fuck
Jones?"
is Quincy Jones?
Okay,
Yeah.
just putting the question out there, like, who do you think is the Quincy Jones of today? Like
I feel
in our pop
the Quincy Jones of today.
generation of music and entertainment.
I feel like Dre. I kind of feel like
Dr.
is like-
Dre?
Is the Quincy
No,
Jones?
actually, there's a lot of players. Like it's not just one dude.
Dre has
Yeah,
like,
I can't see a single
But like back
contender.
then, like Quincy Jones like dominated. He was the guy.
He was the guy.
Yeah.
He was.
That's
the guy
because
behind like Black famedom.
You
like
there was no internet back then, so
that's true.
kind of you gotta take what you get. And
Sure.
We're oversaturated with
True.
celebrities and
work is measured differently now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
With
Mhm.
technology, it's hard to measure work. Like, how much you put in now.
and who's like I get not owed, but who's the next big
Mm-hmm.
like top tier, like it's hard to say who's gonna replace these old guys, who's gonna be the next Quincy Jones, we could say,
Yeah.
but we can't really say who because there's so many.
I don't think nowadays there is that one big dude. There's
Yeah.
all these little niche things that people have their own little niche and they kind of stick
Sure.
to that niche, and then they fuck around with a couple of people who are kind of like mainstream.
Yeah.
We ask who's the next big thing though every week. That's how it is, right? Not on this podcast. I mean, like that's how quickly this process is renewing itself,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like Quincy Jones had some time to bask in the glory,
Yeah.
but today, like the new thing only has a couple minutes, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah. They're churning it out every second.
speaking of fucking us propelling into the future, I want to cover this one thing, this fucking Boston Dynamics shit, because this company Boston Dynamics, they manufacture robots, and now it's like, at first when you check out some of their videos, it's like some primitive stuff like robots moving and walking, and then you kind of invest yourself into the YouTube and you see more of their videos and how they're developing these machines, and like the robots can like pick up boxes, and then the box will be knocked out of the robot's hand and kicked out of the way.
The one
robot
where
will-
they're pushing it back and
and the robot will track the box down and resume picking it up and put it to its like.
You seen the video
place.
of the dog looking one calling the other one for help to open the door?
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
exactly
Mhm.
what we're getting
Yeah.
to. Fucking, if you guys have seen this
And
video,
You
Pull this video up. If you haven't seen the
Yeah.
video yet, just Google fucking dog Boston Dynamics opening door.
But
you
Yeah.
no, go ahead.
They're making them look pretty sick right now. That in that last video with the dogs like opening the door, like they have like yellow paint on them, like they have the Boston Dynamics fucking logo down the side. They're really getting like polished with it now. Like you know, the last few prototypes were just like fucking wires and fucking metal.
prototype.
Yeah.
I
But,
think it's,
I think they're really getting to a stage now where it's like almost in production, heading towards production. These are still prototypes, but like you know they're pretty much showing the public what these things could look like and how they could function at the same time.
Also, I think like Boston Dynamics by making like, and the video is insane. It's a robot dog that opens the door, and you know it's painted very like a vibrant yellow. There is insignia all over the dog, the robot dog, and I think it's Boston Dynamics is essentially like it's the undertone of it is like, yo, like
This is a real thing.
this is real. Like we are making this shit. It's here, bro.
Yeah.
And also, this is ours. Like
Yeah.
these colors, the design, the insignia, Boston. This is our name, so we're owning this. Like we're the innovators.
Yeah,
of
but
this
all
shit.
it takes is for one Chinaman to get a hold of that
That's true.
robot, and it's reverse
That's
engineered for cheaper.
It's true. It'll
Yeah,
be
true,
Shanghai Dynamics for the fucking movie.
Fucking 10.99 on AliExpress.
Yeah, exactly.
That's jokes.
But I think their whole point is that they're showing that this is an actual product. This is a thing that's happening. It's not just like some fucking robot that we're building in our fucking backyard, like you know, with a bunch of random ass wires and shit.
Mhm.
This like looks like something that will be pushed out for like public.
But I mean, like,
public market.
What are people going to be using these things for?
Who
I mean,
knows?
I could
Who knows?
okay, I could see like a market in maybe like disabilities.
Yeah,
I
with
was just
the
gonna say that. Assistive
opening of-
animals and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, exactly. Instead of having like the the live dog.
You know what it's gonna fucking be? It's gonna become weapons.
Okay,
Eventually.
eventually.
Yeah.
Metal
And
explode.
We
I'm
talked-
pretty
we
sure
talked
they
about
have
that.
contact with the government already.
So
with
when-
the fucking Boston Dynamics, they're on their fucking watch list.
100%. And
Like-
when you sent that video in the group, Booth commented Metalhead, and that shit.
We
like,
talked about that. We covered that. But yeah.
Can
We
we
did?
spoil that yet?
We
Can
didn't talk
spoil
about
Metalhead yet?
Yo, did you
No,
see
no, no,
that?
no, you can't spoil
Black
Metalhead.
Mirror.
Yo, it's been
Check
out
out
for
the
2 months,
episodes,
man.
man.
Boof saw it.
People-
Boof saw it. But did you see it?
I've seen all of them, yeah.
Oh, okay. We all saw
No,
Metalhead.
for
though.
the-
No, for the fans, you
shit,
know.
my bad.
Remember, we're talking like it's only us here, like you know.
No, but I'm saying
people
when you
fucking listening,
when you
but-
said that Metalhead shit like that, I thought that too, but like it really hit home. Like
Yeah.
if this could easily be turned into a weapon, an automatic killing machine
Mm-hmm.
that's just built to kill and really has no conscience. It knows one thing is to hunt its target
Yeah.
and fucking eliminate them.
One thing when I was in school for my machining is one of my professors specifically said, he said, when you get into the industry, like, do not make weapons, you know, like, don't get involved with companies or stuff, like, just try and stay away from it because, well, I mean, like, it makes sense, like,
He's salty.
I don't know, maybe he didn't
I'm
get his chance, I don't know, who knows? But I mean, like, just from, like, you know, that standpoint,
You have to joke, 'cause
don't
this
make weapons.
This
like,
shit's scary, bro.
You know,
it's
that,
not
that's
even a
not
joke.
responsible enough to do. That's crazy,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, like, yeah.
a fucking
I'd like
joke.
to end off on, like, you guys got music? Anything new happening in music?
Fuck. What dropped? Block Boy and Drake. Look Alive is sick. I mean, I'm bumping that. That's cool. But like on the main and like behind that, I'm bumping like a lot of fucking melodic, weird type shit lately.
Yeah,
It's
weird
crazy,
shit.
like weird, obscure music, like wuss rock, and like just like
Can
bitches like yelling on the.
Can I
beat,
go into my
getting
Spotify?
emotional on it and shit?
Sure, you.
I'm gonna go into my Spotify and shuffle.
it. You shouted out Drake.
I'm gonna press shuffle and
Look Alive is good. I mean,
see what plays.
I want to hear the weird shit.
What is this? Type different. I don't know what this is.
That's alright. Alright,
yo, mix your Henny with Hypnotic. I tried that for the first time. Yo. It was sick.
someone found out what a Hulk was.
Yo, I didn't even know this drink existed.
You hit that up last weekend. I think we had 5 each, right?
Yo, I don't even know. I was just mixing those shits. It was sick.
Do you have a beat lined up?
Hypnotic Maheni, Vanessa Chaser.
Yo, what happened to your beat machine today, bro?
That's why I was going back there, like back and forth. Like I'm trying to like load sounds onto it, but
Oh,
it's
shit.
kind of fucked up right now. It's not working.
Damn, the key grips weren't here, eh?
Yeah, you know how things just fuck up like as soon as like you want to do something with it, like. Oh shit! All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us for another podcast.
Thanks, man.
Yo, thanks again, man. We're just hoping to keep this going for as long as you listen, and drop comments, drop likes, man. Like, tell us what you want us to cover. If you guys want us to cover a topic or a subject.
No, honestly, I want to start bringing guests onto this.
That's what I'm saying, yo. DM any of us if you know our social medias. This is Boofmatic.
Honestly, we'll take anyone. Just
show up.
no, not.
We are not desperate for guests, by the way.
Not that we're desperate for guests.
Just
See, why you
show up
gotta?
at the door.
You always turn it into some thirsty shit, bro. It wasn't even thirsty at all.
Yo, what is this an outro? What's going? All right, we out.